Hey guys, it's Alex from Alex's Creative Corner here. This is part 3 out of 4 for Sky's tutorial. You can make apparel out of this too. So when starting this video, you should have already made the head, both wings. So you went back and made another. So both wings, all 4 legs. So you should have 2 front legs and 2 back legs, and yeah, these are all the body parts. We're making the body in this video part. So yeah, let's start on that. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, here, 3. Sorry. So we're gonna start off by going with our Satan Sunset Orange. Sorry for that noise. I'm sorry if it's like bright or anything because my lamp is on, because my room light is not working, so I have to use a lamp to make it bright. So taking 2 at a time of the Satan Sunset Orange. Yeah, so we're going down, the middle. Sorry if I keep getting out of camera. The other tripod thing that I was using to film broke today, so I'm filming a little bit differently, so it might be closer or something. I don't know, but the other one was better. I only got to use it for like 2 videos. But we're going, okay, we stopped there. Now we're gonna go with our light beige, 2 at a time still, and we're going to go down 6 times on each side of the middle row. That's 4, 5, and 6. And now on the other side, 1, 6. So it should look like this, and now we're going to go diagonal like that, diagonal like that, and we're going down 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then going diagonally inwards there. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. So going down 1, 2, 3, 4, diagonally inwards, and we're going to go with our Satan Sunset Orange. Not all the way, I'm just going down twice. So there's once on each side, and then here's the second there, and where did they go? Here they are. There. Now we are going to go the rest of the way down each of these rows with the light beige. So yeah, just like that. There. There and there. Wait 1 second. Okay, I was just getting apparel so I could look at it and see how much I was doing something. So now we're going to be doing the horizontal bands. So with our, let me see here. With our opaque, or this one, the light beige, sorry. double loop that, put across those 3. Let me move that. And now we're gonna go with 2 at a time. So 2 across those 3, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, and there. So there is something that I do need to do. Oh, so I'm gonna have to take these off, so you only have those 2 there. And we're going to put these 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we're gonna get our mother of pearl bands, which is our stripe color for Sky, and for Peril it's like, I don't remember, but it'll be in the, it should have been the band count for the first part. So get 1 band of the stripe color, put on your hook, and now lift up this band, slide that band on. So now go back into the band, lift up the middle set, pull it through and over. Go back into the band, pull up the next set, and pull it through the band and over. Like that, and we're going to do it in the next 2 sets. So if you didn't fully understand, watch again. So putting it on my hook, going on to this, oh, it came off. Put my hook, lift that one, put it on, lift it up, put it on, lift up that one, put it on. So we're going to do that one more time. It's on the next row set. So slide that on, go back into it, slide that on, and this one. And now, the only reason I did those there was because we're not going to be able to slide it on when we're done making the body because the legs are going to be right there. We're also going to have to do that in another spot because of the wings. But first, let's put on these horizontal bands, which is 2 beiges at a time. I'm going to stop right there. And now we're going to put 2 Satan Sunset Oranges across those 3. Now we're going to I'll take off those 2 that I just put on. Sorry, that I'm unsure of a few things. Just bear with me. So we're going to do this again with where we slide this on. We're going to lift up these 2, put that on. I'm just going to lift up, or put it on, lift up these 2, slide it on. I'm going to put it on the middle and like the other side peg after I put all of these on. So just that I can get them on there. Maybe it'll be quicker or easier. So this one, and finally the last one here. Like, it's on. So we're gonna go back to the first one that we did, put your hook through it so that your hook is going like that, and turn it, grab the middle set, pull it through, go back through the loop, grab the next set, pull it through. We're going to do this on all of them. So middle set, pull through, go through, pull up that. Now we're going to go back into this one, pull that through, and pull that through. We're gonna go back into this band, pull it over, and pull it over. Only 2 more before we can put on the rest of the holding bands. Oh, oops, put this back on. So I'm going through there. Oh, sorry if there's background noise. Okay, they're probably a little twisted, like mine. You can untwist them if you want to do so, like this. They might end up getting twisted later. I guess you could just adjust them after we take it off of the loom, but I'm just going to go like this anyways. Okay, now for the holding bands. So 2 at a time of the Satan Sunset Orange across those 3, and then we're going 2 across those 3. I'm going to get some more out. Those 3. This one's a little defected. I'll use it anyways. Across those 3. Those 3 and that. And now we're going to go across those 3. Those 3. Those 3. And just keep going like that. So may look a little weird. We don't really have anything on it yet. But now we're going to take our head. So I'll move that one. So your head, you have 3 loose ends here. So we're going to go through the middle end, take off the tying band. Put it on that peg, turn it around. Now we're going to go to this side, go through all 4 loops, take off the tying band. You have to make sure that you go through all 4 loops every time, or else it could come apart. And now this side. Oh, I didn't go through all 4 loops. So I'm going to have to put it on like that. Okay, I saved it. So you have the head on. So now we're going to put some, we're going to put horizontals, but we're also going to put, so just get a mother of pearl band, get it in your head, and wrap it around, bring it, and there's this last spike, put it behind that last spike, like that. If you don't already have one there, it might make sure that it doesn't accidentally come off. So we're gonna lift up when we're doing this. So lift up these top 2, these top 2, and then the top 2 of the ones that we just attached on with the head. Sorry if I'm bad at explaining this video. I don't know why I am today. So, oh, we're getting I don't know if I'm doing 2 or double loop. Sorry. You know, I think it's fine if we just do 2 bands. Yeah, do 2. And I'm gonna make sure that it's the Satan Sunset. So 2 of those across those 3 pegs. Now we're gonna replace each set of 2 bands back to where we got it from. And make sure that this stripe that we just attached stays behind that spike. Okay? Now we're gonna loom up the middle before we attach anything. So make sure to follow me because there's a lot of things that we're attaching onto the body. So I have all of my spikes. You need them made. I told you how many in the beginning before we did the head. It was like 35 before we did those. So yeah. What I'm gonna do is, so dig down here, grab the bottom 2, slide on a spike and loom over. So I'm gonna lift up those two again, and we have this mother of pearl band. It's a stripe, lift it up, and loom it back over. And then push it back so it's behind that spike like that. This is gonna be a little bit hard, but it's how we're doing the spikes. So we're gonna lift up the next one, this one right here, dig down, or you can just like put it on that peg to hold. So dig down here, loom up these, slide on the spike, and loom it there, and then this stripe that we had in that peg, pull it over. You know, that's going to be easier, so just the top loop of all these stripes, we're going to put it on the next peg. So I'm going to lift up the top loop on the next peg. If you want to do it the other way, that's fine. I just think that this way is going to be a lot easier for me at least. And I'm doing that all the way until we didn't do any more stripes. Like that. So I'm going to keep going. This should be easier. So I'm looming up, slide on the spike, loom over. It's a bit hard right now because I'm using these, the Sane Sunsets are not stretchy at all because they're like Cinderelic or something. So that's why I'm struggling a little bit with this. They're not easy. So sliding that on, looming it on that peg. Yeah, they're hard to work with. And then the stripe, put it up. And make sure that they're behind the spike every time. So digging down, looming up, sliding on the spike, looming it over, and lift up the spike there. Slide it on. Like that. And I believe we keep going. Yes, we're going to keep going. Slide it on. We're going to be sliding. Yeah, so we can just keep going all the way down. This is just going to take a bit longer because that's what it's like to add these extra details. And now that there's not any more, we can just slide them on normally and loom over. And then the last one. Slide that on. You are going to have leftover spikes because they're going on the tail. So now the next part we're looming. So get your hook, dig down, grab the top two. They are actually don't loom them yet. So we also have the stripe that's right here. We're also going to have to put it over the ones that we loomed. So we're going to have to put it on this peg now. So loom up the top two that go like that. And since they're on that peg like we did in the middle, just lift it up and over. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, that was a bit hard. So, oh, I forgot to put it on the peg. So put that on the peg, loom over, and make sure that it's behind the spike. So now we're going to attach the legs before we loom any more. So make sure that the leg, so these stripes are facing forward and that the thumb is facing down. And that's how you know how to attach it on the right side. wait for 1 second. This came off of mine. I'm just attaching it back on. So it was this, and I'm sliding it back over these bands. So make sure that stripe right there does not come off. So we're gonna, I mean, I guess it'd be fine, but it's just better with it on. So we're attaching all 4 loops onto that peg. And now we're gonna go through the middle set. And we're gonna attach this on this peg. And then last set on this leg is, oh, I missed a loop, but I can put it on like that, is on that peg. We're going to do the same thing on the other side with the other front leg, so make sure that the stripes are facing forward and the thumb is facing down for it to be correct. So make sure that you're not letting these top stripes fall off. So we're just going through the pegs, take off the tying band, attach them onto the peg, go through the middle set. I'm just going to put it off. Attach it onto that peg. Oh, came off a little bit. But I'm just going to attach the final set onto this peg. Now we can do some looming. So go into here where we loomed up to and loom the diagonals. And now we can loom, don't go all the way, but just follow me. And we're gonna once and twice, stop right there. Same thing on the other side, so we're doing the loom. I'm going down 4 times. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like that. And now we're gonna be looming the wings, or attaching the wings. But to get ready for that, so we have the stripes on right, I'm gonna put that onto that peg and onto that peg. I'm gonna do that with the next few. I'll stop with that one. And we have to remember to put them back over after we do each set of the wing. So I'm going with my wing. It doesn't really matter if you're gonna wire it, but preferably bending down like this goes on this side, and bending down like this goes on this side. So I'm going with this one first. Going in the top set, this one is all 4 loops, and it's the light beige. And we're so we have this on our hook. Go through this peg that we loomed up to, loom up, pull through, and then loom over onto this peg. And the stripe, we're gonna bring it over. And now the second set is also the light beige. So we're gonna take off this tying band. So go in here and loom up, pull through, loom over, and lift up the stripe back onto there. The next set is a mixture of the neon orange and peachy pink or something like that. Like pastel peach maybe. It's the one on the wing. So we're going to go into here, loom up, pull through, loom over, and then the stripe, loom it over, or pull it over. And then we're going with this one. It's the second to last set on the wing. Going through, pull through, loom over, and then the stripe can come back like that. And there's one more, but I didn't put this stripe up, so I'm putting that stripe up, and on this side too. So I'm going through the last set in my wing, take off my tying band, go through, loom up, pull through, and loom over. Now I can slide the stripe back over. And also this diagonal, we can loom over like that. Now we have to do the other side with the other wing. So same thing, first set is beige. There's tying bands everywhere now. And I'm going through this set, go down, loom up, pull through, and loom over, and now I can pull over that stripe and take it off the middle too. So it's on like that. Second set is also beige. Take off the tying band, dig down in, loom up, pull through the set, and I'm looming over and pull up the stripe. And the next set, take off the tying band, go in here, pull through, and loom that over, pull up the stripe. Oh, and I forgot to add something. If you, this is my fault. In the tutorial I showed how to do this right, but actually, never mind. Just go through the next set. Go in here, loom up, pull through, loom over, pull up the stripe. And what I'm about to do next, ignore, because I did it wrong off camera, but in the tutorial in part 2, I showed you how to do it right. So you can just ignore what I'm doing. Okay, so we have our next set. Go into here, pull through, loom over, and then slide on that stripe. But make sure it's behind the spike. Every time it needs to be behind the spike. And you can go back in here and loom up that diagonal. Now we are going to be doing the the foot. Yeah, the back legs. So take this back leg. It doesn't really matter. Just this one goes like this, and then the other one goes like this. So they're like this. And the stripes obviously have to be facing forward. This back claw needs to be facing back. And when you're going through this set, make sure that this stripe on the top does not come off. So we're attaching the first set on that peg, like that. Now go through the middle set, and we're going to attach this onto this set, and that too, and the final set, we're just going to attach this onto the next peg. So I'm going to take off that tying band, attach it onto the next peg. Make sure that you go through all of the loops before doing it, because I accidentally missed one. I had to put it on after. So now, when we're looming, take this stripe, lift it up, and go into here, loom up this one, loom it over onto that peg, and then let down the stripe. Goes like that. We're gonna have to do the same thing on the other side. And now, I made a little mistake. So, take off this middle set that you had with the middle set of the leg, and now we're going to go in here, this stripe, put it onto that peg. Wait, actually, nope, this is fine. Put it back. Sorry, guys. So, we're just going to do the same like we just did. So lift it up, go in here, loom this, loom it through, and then pull that over like that. Hopefully you could see what I did. So the next one, lift it up, go into the set, loom this up onto the next peg, and lift it off. And now we can loom it the rest of the way. Since there are no stripes, we're just gonna slide them on when we're done with the body. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side with the other back leg. So make sure that this stripe on the top does not come off of your leg. Take off and put it on the peg. Go to the middle set. So we went through the middle set, and we're going to be attaching this onto this peg. And then the final set is going on to, oh, I pulled the wrong band by accident. Okay, take off the tying band and attach that onto this peg. Okay, so that was a bit hard. So we're lifting up this stripe, going into this peg, or going in here where we loomed up to on this side. Loom this up and over, and then the stripe goes back down, and make sure it's behind the spike. We're doing the same thing here, so lift up the stripe, dig down, loom up, loom over, let go of the stripe. We're going to keep on doing that. So lift up the stripe, loom over onto here, let down the stripe. No more stripes left, so we're going to loom all the way. And now with our tying bands, tying off each edge, or each end or something. Now we are going to lift this off of my loom. This is only the body, so it may look a bit weird because there's no tail yet. We're about to make that. So be gentle with it so that it does not break right now. And beware that some of the bands, the sunset orange, they snap easily or easier than some other bands. So don't pull too hard or they might break. And I'm just taking it off right now. It might be a little bit weird looking. It's not finished. We haven't wired it. All of that stuff. Now we can take it off of the loom like that. So you can do your adjusting, tugging out the spikes so that they're sticking out a bit more. And you have your stripes on. And this is what like the colors of peril would look like. So now this is what Sky is looking like. It's looking pretty good. I like them. I'm excited to see the final product of this. So you can adjust these stripes. The ones on the neck got a little bit messed up. It's fine if you... So now we're going to add on 2 more stripes, or maybe 3, but the third one might fall off. So I'm only going to add 2. So we're going to take a mother of pearl band, and you have the end here with no stripes. So we're going to slide it over so it is in between this one and this one. The second and third from the bottom. And now we're gonna do one more, and it has to be in between the first and the second spike on the bottom. Don't worry, we're doing the rest of the tail now. That's what he looks like. So yeah, now we're gonna just do the rest of the tail. I am, let me think. Yeah, I'm just going to be doing two, sorry if there's noise in the background again. So I'm doing 2 beiges and a sunset orange. So that's 3 bands right there. Again with those. And now I am going diagonally with the beige, like that. Oh, sorry if I'm out of camera. So 2 beige diagonally again. We're going down 4 times on each side. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and 4. And there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we're going diagonally inwards, like that. And now with our same sunset orange, we're going 2 at a time down the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on this side I'm going with the beige and so with the beige, 2 at a time on each side. And we don't need to do this the thing with the stripes because we can slide them on, of course. Slide them on when we're done with this portion of the tail. And now we're going to go with, this might be hard since these are hard to stretch as much, so I'm going with the same sunset orange, and I'm double looping it. I'm wrapping it on there because it's like easier, and I'm stretching it across those 3 pegs. And we're doing it not the whole entire way, but just follow me and you'll see how far. So there. There. I hope they don't break. They're getting close to breaking, but I think we'll make it without them breaking if we just be careful. Second to last one, and last one right here. Now we're going to be double looping the light beige, so on there, oh, it got twisted, and that one. Now grab your dragon. We're going to attach the rear end onto here now. So go in through the middle. Middle set. Take off the tying band. Wrap it on this peg. And the next set, we'll be wrapping on here. And the next set. And now we're going to lift up the top 2 bands from each of these sets that we just attached on. So there's the third. And we're going to put a double looped beige across those 3 pegs, and we're gonna replace each set of 2 bands back to where we got it from. Now we're gonna loom up the sides. We are only gonna 5 times on each side. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They got a little stretched out. So same thing on the other side. So there's 1, 2, 3. Got caught in there. 3, 4, and 5. That one's a bit tight. Oh, it's because it's the tighter one, the tighter bands. So now we're going to have to be get your spikes, and we're going to be attaching some more of these. I'm just bringing the spikes to the end, so dig down in here, grab the bottom 2, loom them up, slide on a spike, and the next one, slide on a spike. We're just going to be sliding on the spikes all the way pretty much. Slide on a spike, and here. And now, if you've done any of my other dragons, you should know we're about to get to a part where we have to do a different way of attaching them. But right now, we're just going to get a spike, and we're going to wrap it. Oh, God. Wrapping it onto this peg. It's super hard, especially with a crochet hook, for me. Spin it around. Okay, this is super hard. See, my hook is bending. Super hard to do this with a crochet hook. Now, I'm just going to use a normal hook for this. Dig down. Loom up the top 2 diagonals. The next 2. Dang it! One broke. Oh God, this is hard. Trying to get that on. I'm gonna go in with another. You can ignore what I'm doing unless you have the same problem as me. Okay, I got this, which was super hard. Sorry guys, that was so hard. Maybe it wasn't hard for you, then that's good. But that was not easy for me. So now we're gonna be attaching some more spikes in a different way, as we do when there's no middle row. So we're gonna go into this side, loom up the top 2, go to the next side, loom up these top 2, so now you have 4 loops on your hook, and then you're gonna slide it on to all 4 loops, like that, and then the bottom loops go onto this peg. The bottom 2 loops is what I mean, and then the top 2 loops go to there. There's a few more times, so if you didn't get it, you can keep watching until you understand. So we're looming up this side. Oh no, I only got one. That's annoying. So stretching to this side, looming, getting those 2, slide on the spike, bottom 2 go there, and the top goes there. band broke, which is always annoying for me. Okay, taking that out. So doing it again, so going to here, loom that up, going to the other side, loom these two, make sure that they can get out without any band snapping. So now I'm gonna slide on the next spike. Bottom two go to this peg. Top two go to that peg. Almost done with this hard technique. So looming up on this side, and then here, and then next side, loom up. Slide on a spike. Sorry. Bottom two goes there. And now on this row, or this next, these two, we're gonna first go onto this side. So loom up these two. And then go to the other side to get the other two. And let me just get it out without bands breaking. So now we're gonna slide on spike, and you can just put both of these bands onto the next peg. That was super frustrating for me. Don't know about you, but now we can just do it normally. So dig down here, grab these 3 bands, and slide on the spike. Loom it over. Same thing here, 3, slide on a spike, and loom over. I'm tying this off with a random colored band. Okay, that was so hard. I've done it before easily, but it's so hard with these bands that I'm using. The same sunset, they don't stretch at all. So now once we're getting to this part, you need to be really gentle with it. We still don't want them to break, because they could still break this way. We do not want that to happen. Okay, this is really hard. Last one. Dang it, it broke. It was a double loop too. It was a double loop, so now there's no band there. It's so frustrating. Super sorry guys, that part was hard. Oh no, this video is getting long. Pull out all the spikes. Gosh, that was hard. Super sorry, guys. But that was just terrible. It's just because of the tight bands that I'm using. It wasn't that bad when I was making Peril, because she didn't require such tight bands. So now we're gonna slide on some more stripes, just like we did earlier. So just one band, bring it over all the way to here where we stopped doing spikes last time. So we're gonna keep going a little longer. So there's one, and I'm gonna do one more. Or actually, now I'm just gonna wrap them around twice. So, I mean, it's a double loop, so I'm gonna, it's a bit harder now since double loops don't stretch as much. But I'm bringing this all the way down here. Okay. And onto there, like that. I don't think it's too tight. So double loop one. Double loop another. Pull it. So we're getting closer to the end. This is 50 minutes already. I hope that the video does not stop. That would be super annoying. So I'm getting closer to the end. But try not to overstretch these bands or they won't be very stretchy when they get onto the tail. And try not to wrinkle them or like twist them. Don't do that because they won't look as good as if they're like this, like untwisted. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do that a few more times until I get to the end. Double looping. Okay, I hope this video doesn't take an hour. And the last one, or second to last one, I still have another. Yeah, this is so hard, or not hard, but annoying and time consuming, the stripes. I didn't do them like this on Peril, but I think this way is just easier. You know, I'm just gonna make it easier. Actually, it's probably not easier, and it doesn't even look better. So I'm gonna show you all the way that I did it on Peril to make it look like that instead of like, I mean, honestly, they look kind of the same, but I'll show you the way to do it. Okay, so we're gonna go, how many spikes do I have yet? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna go twice down with a double looped beige going down from here once and twice. And now with 2 beige and 1 Satan Sunset there, and we're doing this 2 more times. So there's 1 and there's 2. Now we're gonna get the tip of our tail on a dragon, go through the loops, take off the tying band. So on these pegs, I'm going to show you the other way that I did the stripes. So we're just going to attach this on here. There's actually one thing that I want to do. So on your hook, you want to get the stripe color, wrap it around twice, and now we're going to go back and lift. We're just lifting this up off the loom again, and we're sliding this stripe on, and we can replace the loops. So now we're going to be, let me just get my last spikes and push them up to the top. Okay, so our last one, dig down, loom up 3, slide on the spike, and now with our hook we're going back, wrap a mother of pearl around twice, lift up all 4 loops like we do sometimes to attach the spikes on the wings, and then go back with another stripe or another spike, loom up, pull through, loom over, get another stripe wrapped around twice, lift up all 4 loops, slide on the stripe, and now we're going to get another one, slide on the spike, now we're going to do second to last spike or stripe. I keep getting the names mixed up. And now the next one, we're just gonna get the stripe, wrap it around twice, loom it up. We're not attaching this spike onto that peg, so sliding it on. And then this next peg, we're attaching our last spike. So slide it on. And there's no more stripes that we're adding. And we're going to tie this off with a light beige, just one light beige band. Tie it off. Take this off of your loom. And you have this loose band, and with your hook, we're just gonna weave it through so that we can hide it. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I hope that your SkyWing is coming along, whoever you're making, if it's Peril or Sky or any other SkyWing, could be your OC. But either way, I hope yours is coming along and that this wasn't too much of a struggle. Even though it was for me, I got through it, so I hope the same for you guys. So thanks for watching. This is what Sky looks like. Can't go on for too much longer, but just adjust it like you would with any other dragon. So thanks for watching. So you can like, comment, subscribe to my videos, share them to other people. I'm getting close to 300 followers, so thank you guys so much for that. My channel has grown so much. Yeah, just thank you so much. And go to the next part. When you're done with this part, you should have the body. And in the next part, we will be making the belly. And before you go to that part, it's not mandatory, but you should wire it. Like I wired Peril. I put 16 gauge wire in the wings, and then I wired the rest of the body with 20 gauge. And if you do not know how to wire the dragon, I have a tutorial on it. I have a tutorial on how to wire your dragon. I use a different dragon, but it's still like the same concept and stuff. So go to part 4, and you'll make the belly there and attach it. And when you're done with that, your dragon will be done. So good luck on your dragon. I hope it all goes well. Thanks for watching. Bye.